Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All that good stuff, man. What's up, man? We back, man. Real quick. Let's Toast Media. Salute to everybody that's out there for rocking with me. We just gonna talk real quick about recruiting. Recruiting at the University of Michigan. You have to win games to recruit. And we're winning games to recruit. 17 million. However you want to put it. 17 million people watched the Ohio State versus Michigan football game. And a lot of those recruits is watching us. You got to win the big games. Last year, everybody, not a lot of us, but we was like, damn, we got one. I'm straight. Because them in Columbus is going to be on our heads next year. But we went into Columbus and won. And a lot of recruits is like, damn, last year might not have been a fluke. These boys might be for real. Let that sink in. You gotta win games. Michigan State, Penn State, Ohio State, you have to win those big games. And when it comes to your rivalry at the end of the year, beating Ohio State means something. Not just in recruits, but in life. When you play in that game, your stock goes up if you win. But when you lose, it's going to be tough. CJ Stroud, it's going to be tough for you, G, because you down in your team. But JJ, Mike Morris, Edwards, Arden, Will Johnson, I apologize. My last video I said Will Anderson, Will Johnson. But you got to understand, this is our future here. We got somebody, they said it wasn't, Luke or somebody. He's an Ohio State player. And not a player, but he's a recruit from Ohio. And I guess Ohio didn't give him a scholarship, but we did. It's not even about the scholarship, bro. It's just going into the backyard of your rivalry and getting one key person or somebody that can get in the trenches, a 4-star offensive lineman that can just go in the trenches and just say, yo, I'm with you. The future's bright on this side of the fence. I don't know what they doing, but it don't look pretty down there in Columbus. You have to win these games. Go to California. You might can get somebody now. Florida, Texas, Alabama. You can flip a lot of people when you start winning at a consistent rate. You can't just have a fluke season. Like a lot of Tennessee people, salute to the Vols. But they just are one-hit wonders they just blew it. But you got to understand, man, you got to recruit. Now it's going to pay off when you start winning these games. Jim Harbaugh is doing what I said do. Defense wins championships. Offense wins games. And if you can get about at least three 5-stars. I know it's just a star, just a label, whatever. But if you can just start getting those names to come to Michigan. I know it's cold. We ain't playing in the Sunshine State. You got to figure it out how to get those recruits and keep them. Get the 5-star linebackers. Get the 5-star safeties, a couple corners. D-ends like you always do. And then we can just be like, we straight. The offense is going to come because what you do, you build from the inside out. A lot of people build from the outside in. And if we can put a blueprint on, I ain't gonna lie. We can put a blueprint like we lost to Georgia. Defense beat our ass. It wasn't the offense. We couldn't score nothing. Why? Because of the defense. Yeah, like a number one defense in America. Can you do? Fast linebackers, safeties, corners locking people down, pushing us all across the field. Now we on World Star. Salute to D Hill, but Jesus Christ, G. Pushing them all around. You got to get those dogs and those 5-stars to at least look at us. You know what I'm saying? Now we can have 17 million that looked at us Saturday. Now they can start back seeing the parents and be like, yo, okay, we can, let me take a look at that school up there. You know what I'm saying? What are they doing? Defense here, defense here. I'm glued on the defense. Because we're not a passing school, so we're not going to get these top 5 wide receivers. We're not. We're going to get these 4 5-star linebackers, offensive linemen in the trenches. Get us a 5-star running back. Get us like 2 5-star quarterbacks, tight ends, and let the wide receivers do what they do. Rodney Bell's a basketball player. What? I don't know, but I don't know. Salute to him, though. But when we start getting our 5-star, like Clemens and all them, this time next year, the ball should be, the snowball should be like, all right, now we finna roll. You start getting these the kids in Florida, California, Texas, Ohio, Jersey, Maryland, the DMV area. Now you starting to get some trending. You good now. But, bro, you got to win these games. Got to win them, bro. Beat Purdue, you scut money. You get in the playoffs and win the first round. You cannot pull this what you did last year. You got to win this first round game. You go play. I'm praying. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said I want Georgia back. Give me Georgia in a rematch again. I think we can hold our own. But you win those games and you get the chip, now you will have eyes looking at us. Clemson had their eyes. Dropped the ball, I guess, when Trevor left. Alabama stay on the rise. Georgia's on the rise now. You know what I'm saying? USC, got to salute to them. The transfer portal, all that stuff is going to start playing to effect. We doing all this without even a big bag in the NIL. But we that's another subject for another day. But we doing all right, man. But we got to get these 5 stars and some recruits to just start looking at us. Just look at us. That's all. And you got to figure it out how to close the deal. If they see us on the TV for 17 million, if they wasn't watching the game, their parents was watching the game. Our uncle was like, yo, that Michigan team, might want to take a visit. Just a visit. You get the visit, you got them on campus, you got to close the deal. Close the deal. Bro, you start closing these deals on these 5 stars, 4 stars, instead of trying to get these 3 stars and trying to turn them into all damn Tom Brady's in this mug. It's not going to happen, bro, every time. You're not going to strike gold. You got to get some of these prime commits, these 5 stars, these All-Americans, these Under Armours, all that type of stuff. You have to get these kids on campus and close the deal. You got to figure out a way. If this brother pulls this off, Jesse Mentor, I'm trying to tell you, Jim, you got to pay this man. I'm telling you. Because if he can get a recruiting trail and get these young boys to come to the school with the number 1, number 2 defense in the country, you're going to have some pieces. Got to have some pieces. Graham, Will Johnson, Okie, you got some pieces for next year. A lot. Even Hill ain't even back yet. He's supposed to be one of our top, not saying the top because of Colston, but when you start getting pieces to put in pieces and pieces, you straight. You straight. I don't know how Mike Sanders thought this. The boy got hard is all I can say. But I was like, this kid is too small. He's not going to be able to do it. I thought that salute to you. I apologize. But he's playing like Revis Island out there. But you got to figure out, once you get a commit, a safety commit, a corner that can be like 6'1", 6'2", 180, 190, that's a 4 or 5 star, you straight now. Now you can be like, all right, he flopped. But you got the recruit in your... You got to get him in there. Close the deal. We got this, man. I promise you, this can be a special season in keeping this ball going, man. I promise you we can. Jim he doing what he's doing, and he's shutting a lot of his critics down. Shutting them down. And we got 3 games. 3. Bro, we got 3 games left. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. We got 3 games. Purdue, first round, and Georgia. I'm calling you out, Georgia, still. But if it ain't Georgia, we still got 3 games left. We getting to the natty. Getting to the natty, man. We gotta get these recruits in, though. Get these recruits, start looking, see what two Midwest teams can do, because they always talk that SEC shit. SEC. Salute to that. But I got a lot of people, low key, a lot of Ohio State fans is pulling for us. If they don't get in the playoffs, they pulling for us. And I understand it's like, yo, the Big Ten got to get on the map. It's like, yo, please get in there and do something. I understand. I get it. I'm not an SEC fan because it's Alabama, it's Georgia, it's Florida, it's Tennessee, it's South Carolina, or whatever. All these Texas A&M teams, all of them, but it's SEC. I'm sorry. I pull for everybody else except that team in the South. That's Columbus. I wouldn't give two fucks if they won a bowl game or whatever. But I get what they saying. Like, yo, we've been carrying the conference for so long. I'm sorry, I'm veering off to a different subject. We've been carrying the conference for so long. Now y'all there. You got to show up. Got to show up, man. And it's going to bring recruits in. You win the playoff games. You win Big Ten championships. You get a natty. You get recruits now. Now the eyes is really on you. And if we win, when we win this year, they're going to have us 1 or 2 next year. And that's going to have recruits looking like, damn, the top 5 team is Michigan in there. They beat their rivals. They got their rivals at home this year. We're going to be favored. I'm calling it now. We're going to be favored next year. They not hearing me, man. Recruits 2023 and beyond. 2024 with Jaden Davis on them. You got pieces, bruh. You got pieces. Wide receivers right there on the list. You got running back. It's a transfer report. I heard the dude from Alabama supposed to be looking at us. I don't know if he's good or not, but he went to Alabama. That's all I know. Might be a 4 or 5 star. But Mike Hart, I got vibes in you, brother. Our running backs is going to be okay. I said Donovan Edwards is the best one out of the whole core last year at that Maryland game. I said, this brother is special. When he get his hands fixed or whatever they can be, if he get them things fixed within the next month, bro, we winning it anyway, but we going to be fire next year. Next year is going to be a problem for the Big Ten, but we going to be fire next year. But let me tell you, though, recruits, 2023, 2024, look at us, please. We cooking something up here. Might not be gumbo, but we got something cooking up here in Ann Arbor. Salute to everybody that's out there, man. I love y'all. Thank you for rocking with me. You know how I do. Let's Toast Media. Your boys out.